Kwenyan so ebedidi Ghana football ho nkomo kakra. I think say ejuma no started with Ghana ha. At some point in now me safety and security chairman for the GFA.
Okay.
And he started developing the complete safety and security architecture of this country.
Okay.
They take you over now. We started the development of a safety and security regulation for Ghana.
Okay.
Implemented policies bebre a boy the free baby and a one a bedroom baby a jesse ya binya kwenya joining FIFA. Me joining FIFA so cover 6-7 years in here. My ejuma various international tournaments.
Okay.
Now, the biggest of it all, the World Cup. I have been at the World Cup.
Oh,
the
right.
World Cup in France.
Okay.
And most recently, so, Mr. Onemi Bompuni Mpu Morocco.
Yes.
When I was there for the FIFA Club World Cup.
Yes.
I was responsible for both Rabat and Tangier.
Okay.
And the CAF also there. Juma Bibre or CAF. Sisi I'm a senior safety and security trainer or CAF.
Okay.
Tournaments every Africa Abia countries are main koede kakrebi and the stadiums are mean ejuma ho kakrebi from Zimbabwe to South Africa to Morocco to Algeria to Egypt to Ethiopia.
Baby football course bia. Na say FIFA ne CAF for the omo make use security and safety is important to omosa.
The heartbeat of every football organization.
Safety.
The heartbeat. I say if you get it wrong, all other things will be wrong. The foundation of everything, because it encompasses BBR from the experiences spectators and have before coming to the game and after the game, from marketing to ticket sales to how they are able to access the stadium and how they are treated when they are in the stadium, and how omobe free stadium everywhere ko be on be park your muka come be so many ticket ato places of convenience and find a war. How close is it to where they are seated? What are the parameters and the measures put in place? Security officers and stewards on the stadium hall. And for what reason is the person going to be there?
Yeah.
How is the flow like? Teams in everybody no mobile basing here. A man for a match no mobile infa no park.
Okay.
Washrooms no mobile use no what is saying. And you check Sanema way na, so that at the end of the day no, there are no 20 sikana or barber no who is your guest. And I want to host no.
Okay.
You are able to leave a lasting impression on the person.
Okay.
Watching so obesa di nisika brel no aba stadium have.
Right. Enti on a day say be a FIFA foul and a CAF foul say stadium when ekwaye adwuma. What do you look out for?
Enema bebre. Mame there were various situations, but mame man a typical day at the office for me. Stadium bia FIFA ejuma ho bia no, there are certifications I was say
okay.
Emergency evacuation, safety, safe capacity.
Okay.
And those are certificates ABF and say FIFA say or by a match or a sports stadium. There was a certificates in I said they are in place. Very good.
Okay.
Now we know baby visiting teams never on better.
Okay.
Also
any stadium no.
Debbie. You are responsible for the complete organization.
Okay.
And nipa be no mutumi and make a decision say based on no assessment our no match went to me maso.
Okay.
There are only 3 or 4 people I bet me I make his call no.
Okay.
And the safety and security officer is one of those people.
One of those three.
Yes.
Okay.
Who can decide this how much you are.
Yeah, man, I do stage be a match be na a year we say match we in cap man so.
We could hear match be or Zimbabwe.
Okay.
Eventually we had to delay match for about 2 hours.
Okay.
The Minister of Sports by and all that before I made my match in Akoso.
Wow. But on say especially baby Amishia or Morocco, was it Rabat
Rabat.
Na aya na omo de baby a me hu wa o gina me wo top o me hu baby a wo kona wo baba me nse da hu say police for the soldier for gina ho. Ba say security officers na dey ntia because ye ba ha dia police for the soldier for the gina inner perimeter no. But mo share no TV ne so we Rabat stadium am say Mr. Nick na okuta ede na ya na ekuta no aha na me twa no from top aha walkie talkie na
what that footage we
me woni nyina ho na say omo communicate e wo ho nti we Rabat stadium ba won sha dan hu say oye security adwuma kra na safety
na be a control of everything nti me ne every section be akasa
okay
aha I heard the ekoso nyina nti monitor BBR because you put up a security plan in place,
okay,
and then you ensure say it's complied with, and once it's complied with, there will be no problems at the match.
But your match there, we are safety officer, we want to mean homeo.
Debbie.
This is your palm will be a good. I'm a visiting team, not two.
You are the first. Literally, you are the first in the stadium and the last.
Right.
That's if we are Juma, yeah,
okay.
That's how it should be.
My main draw no, you free word Juma is on the brought down because Osha be a wako virtually every stadium in Africa be a important be an wako yes Juma we. But Osha the wako hua a dear na a wa Ghana ha or munibi Ubeka say me started from positives, something that's Ghana your war advantage of a baby a wako
It's quite difficult to point out because if baby near Drew baby away.
Okay.
If baby so many years ago na in a perimeter and mandatory. See so club licensing and so buapa in insurance said the basics are met.
Okay.
First, I mean me assure says a couple of years ago. Enyina kai referees bi omukodi match ana manfo edimrike du omachi wo park na to say okromfo aha nti ye free baby ni abedru baby nti I believe say a work in progress. You knew what there, but once we have the right direction and the right know-how and the right persons in place, we will be able to get to baby our circle.
Right.
But at the moment there, it will be difficult to pick.
Okay, let's say now main person may start from negatives, but positives in the heading because wako Morocco ni Egypt there. Unti make us a Ghana will be.
I think that we are make us say. I thought I bet you so because obi wo sika as compared to who?
As compared to who? Who is sika? This is.
They don't compare Kronkitinkiti be there. I mean, we would say we have done so much.
But can't you be an wako hopa? Waka say hadie Ghana ye. Be a stadium be a wako because hadie Ghana cry you.
Zimbabwe.
Okay.
Zimbabwe, Nigeria, me stadium be so. Yeah, I mean just these two. I mean, let me not make a tall list.
Okay, tall list. Okay, but apart from an also, dear na ebi mo ya uko hu a oba house ukru mu ya kechi.
A lot. And then there does be brave. But maybe say nyina nyanti ase say yen fitia na edru ha.
Right.
And this year pese e ko yenim so a there are certain decisions that was you take in there. I no be boama ye ochina no I better than ene. The first one has to be football, the whole complete football organization nankasa no. Me who say about 2 or 3 or 4 components.
Yeah.
Ye di ni hwe ho a ebe boa bebre. First one, the infrastructure.
Okay.
Yeah, well, big infrastructure deficit over my way mu. Because if you baby at some Division 1 clubs above ball, baby even some Premier League clubs above ball. I mean, Saddick to two kind baby. Even training pitches for some clubs. I you know, many baby, and that's just a training pitch. And first of all, no, I was here making a conscious decision, and I was saying deliberate. A conscious decision. Say, your pitches are bobo was no as an FA and as a country no, we are making a conscious decision to improve upon it.
The pitches, right?
Yes, and there are several countries across Africa. Storia. In fact, to the extent that some of them even went to contract foreign companies to come and work on their pitches for them for a couple of years until said technology was transferred. Because, I remember a typical example. May use Morocco. Morocco got in touch with a company from Italy.
Okay.
I'm about to set up office in Morocco.
Okay.
And almost started say, re-engineer all the pitches.
Okay.
They tested and realized that grass na omudua no any omwedane ade no ebia grass we nebeboa. They were able to build a nursery.
Okay, of that particular
grass. And almost started so almost sun grasses no on all the pitches.
Inti ya de anko betima say nya polytank asem
grass. Debbie. It goes beyond just building a polytank. It goes way beyond that. I mean, so we be now on TSA Bibria. Sometimes the approach might be different, but if you come to the cracks of it, I want to see a starting free.
Okay.
And eventually, you know, as when in Kofona Juma for some time, you know, then eventually the locals could do it.
Okay.
So now the foreign company is pushed aside and the technology stays in the country.
Okay.
And I was say you make it that deliberate effort.
Okay.
So because I mean, yes, started the just ended Premier League. Who pitches be an able Premier League match also. So we are broachy and now baby our age maybe so call it be cry a text him our WhatsApp and I ferry kakra. It's like ABI nim the air and I say
text be man o ma only
several. I mean several we na be brave.
Say
Obi say mo Premier League no any and I say so and at some point it's become a bit embarrassing.
Okay.
What you say? Mejiri say one you knew baby was you do no. But in order to make it happen, no, it should be deliberate.
Okay.
It doesn't happen by accident. Krobie who am cause why I've realized say by mere accident no mudu baby or mudu no. A man fortuna dem dwen ho e decide ye say high yen say high yen say high yen say and it do baby or mudu. Infrastructure need dear. We have to make a conscious decision to have it improved, whether through government or through the FA or through loans, whichever way. But I was here drew her so that we'll be able to compete at the highest level.
Okay.
Nancy and the minister can be about AstroTurfs na ACC all over the country, no?
Yeah.
It is a very positive move.
Okay.
And I mean, it's highly commendable on the part of the ministry and all the agencies are on my contributors to do it.
Right.
My challenge is that again, I will use Morocco as a model. On my CC, sir, pitches no all over the country, and on more centralizing the access of use of the pitch. And you bet me a hypothetical example.
Okay.
There were 100 of such pitches in Ghana. Okay. They used to just a hypothetical figure of 100 pitches.
Okay.
And if I says our pitches when you now book 2 hours I could use, you know, there is a central system to portal. It could be an application or a text message audio by Momo.
Okay.
And you centralize scanning in a
okay.
And at the end of the day, no a pitch be a man just 1,000 Ghana cedis a day. And 100 no about 100,000 a day, which means at the end of the month no crab 3 million. You can build additional ones. And no emma and Nicola Sanko Yisika efiri aban chest mu ana say aban futuo mu na wo de akosi ka okudi de no ana wo de akosi Madina pitch na kan no number 1 pitch. What am I say?
See, I busa AstroTurfs yes, he bear 4 years in here almost started so almost see. E be busa who sky bear den.
Problem beba. Problem beba o man we mu.
Go be a gene be a woody.
Problem beba. But I feel that seeing in a year, that is the direction we should go.
Yes,
and it's been implemented by other countries and it has worked.
Okay. Obi because Ghana you practice decentralization. Ti building wo Madina ABI ladade kotopon assembly na behwe so. Say no so you workable.
Workable, but at the end of the day, no, if you think there will be a problem with accountability, okay, set up a central body that will be responsible for its maintenance.
Okay.
Because in any case, still Ghana for Sikane DC.
Okay.
And you'll be able to Sikane DC.
Okay.
A DC in a dream Coben Crum say, the Ebebuano, I bet me at the end of fast one, I will be Brahma any near. We go by it. Morocco, they are not so baby out to my government. And you use it, and you could use it anytime. They have even gyms that you go and pay and use.
Yeah.
What they are saying. First of all, Americano is the thought process that go into it.
Okay.
To ensure say it's sustainable over the long term.
But you are to say you are part and parcel of Ghana football, whether you are a key member or executive member. Do we have those plans? Do we have plans like that?
I know I wouldn't know, but it's something that we need to think about as a people.
Is our football working?
Yes and no.
What's this?
Yes and no, in the sense, sir. May the President Kett Mejidi say, "Oh yebi, baby ayi nyina anka yenya edru no enu hoye."
Okay.
Decisions awa make no enye ni nyina na me as an individual amene no eya adwen ho.
Okay.
There are certain things I feel say be I keep it in a bit differently. But in all, me feel say a foundational project be na air koso nti ebia ye mamre kakra e beso aba ama yeni ajaba no.
Okay.
Because metumi ama countless examples, and these are countries I've worked in.
Okay.
And I have first-hand information or access to some of our structures and any more.
Okay.
And one thing that cuts across all of them is that none of them had been on the seat for less than 10 years. Not even one. Yes.
All every person.
Okay. The Moroccos, the Senegals, even when President Nyantechi was there.
Yes.
The South Africans.
Yes.
The minimum anybody had stayed was 10 years. And I also President Kett Namemu we are. We also quite forget say he lost 2 years to COVID.
Okay.
So Mukani and Mobile or Ghana. And technically, even to be fair to judge him, 2 years it's quite impossible to do so much.
Okay.
But maybe say if we can make conscious decisions now to start putting the basics in place. About one ma maybe at the next 6 years, we might be able to see say some of these decisions that are being taken at certain and start to say swaba. Because Saddick call Morocco say infrastructure almost CSO. I was responsible for Real Madrid, I was responsible for Flamingos, I was responsible for Al Hilal, and I hosted all these clubs.
Yes. I
stayed with them, I interacted with them as much as possible. I interacted with the FA as much as possible because they were working directly with me and I was working directly with them.
Yes.
Even to build Mohammed the Faith complex, took more than 4 years.
Yeah. 4 years.
Yes. How massive that place is, from the accommodation to all the pitches to the swimming pool to the administration center to gyms. Even every president be taking over Ghana now. or so be duplicating the same thing with her. By the time be we any in
I want to make we have enough time.
Exactly. It made me feel say I'm not in my dream say that time is needed, but we should put deliberate effort into thinking it and making sure say you bring the basics right, because the basics no are fixed. I'm telling you, our football will get back to where it belongs.
Right.
See, there were huge problems our your football organization. Infrastructure I won. Ticketing.
Yes.
Ticketing. Said I mean BBA at FIFA level, it's so simple, but and it looks so complicated that sometimes in my own quiet space, me dream one a bit difficult to understand it.
Oh, media understand.
And me.
Ticketing.
Aye.
Oh, say ticket is money.
Uh-huh.
And to make it complex is to confuse people.
Because
hono na skaba a daily. Nti ene basa sa obehwa na obi anya kakra.
Debi de bet emwa nyina.
Oh, jansa nya ne e boa ne ye Ghana.
Debi emwa nyina tie ban se be si da ko anim. Emwa nyina because me feel say
ka o person ke ye ne say.
Ye put see, it doesn't cost that much to get it done. Share company bi or France. This PDAs here, they scan the tickets and device on it is a mobile phone say Anna where you be they sell for less than $200.
Okay.
Right? Enti Amato Toby na it is a kune bedru gate wa the any chere the ticket na pick a barcode na ama green wa na we rim. And this your baby a for work, and this when I'm in charge of the stadium, I'm able to get live figures as to the number of people who are having the facility.
Phone say who say every minute you need people
room. And the nipa 4,000 in room minimum, 5,000 in room minimum. And the banners I ain't to me in Kobobo and we no be memu on contact on na be with Sikano.
Now all of our machine never how better na obi enyeska akofia na.
Na omani ye penny ya na say ye yende. What you say?
You say ya da so ticket. E wa say onim sa. Ya print it from National Sports Council. Ni ya print it. Ni ya take every book.
And who say ya dey we my problems be brain. Nti ada na ye nye ni ye na nyina ho ntoye.
E ma problem e ma mpanyimfo.
How they minim ho.
Oh, that me na say also unim. Na me catch you say. You print ticket and the board in change say you better scanner. But they have to print because omo no munim number or matia ba booklet.
Oh, nti e ba na sa na e ha adwen. Nti we various aspects of it. Yeah. Infrastructure, ticketing, hospitality. Because nipa na oba stadium on call a washroom what is saying. Nti ono abetua 50 cedis. No akọ washroom. Na okọ ye T-roll kran ni osebe. Enti why basa nso gugu form ho basa. Enso wa ba no match no be hwani amfa nche no ya ginisika. Exactly. Enti how do we create an environment where obi betumi afa nemba 8 years old, 3 years old, 4 years old, and the Omaba Stadium abehwe match, they will have the convenience and access to all the services they need and be able to happy to come back the following weekend. Yo baby, I was here baby. But we have to make deliberate effort and take conscious decisions. And the betumi aboa me free baby tibia wo mi na yakọ baby I was here.
But are you not getting involved? Meaning say last GFA election no. There were calls we ananka amount for meaning say this year open so contest tibia.
Sisi adam nwe ho. But we are say that you never say never. But I don't think I have intentions.
But I mean, is that why you plan for be a Ghana footballer or phone so I open also the boy. Send your own code as the market.
Minya kwenya ni shia there. Ideas are. Mesumo am the bebo na me the bebo. Say nyina e crew, ana nyina nyina mine.
Na na unya kwenya. So akwanya de enye difficult. I don't say obe text and say president ebia. Me pe say mahu bibi me say ehia because so you're very accessible.
Ebesi but me no ka say de enye nsi.
What's the biggest problem now ebia apart from infrastructure in terms of the play? A coaching and a refereeing and other
A combination of factors, but then also boils down to leadership.
Okay.
Because yeah, the coaches etu kwan. Nanka omutumi kosua ade said the President Keta started here now. I think that at some point we will have almost the same quality of coaches that the Europeans have access to, who have a deep understanding of the modern game.
Okay.
And Bano referee in Swa, Mr. Kote, my very good friend, wonderful guy. I think say a boy in home kakra.
Okay.
But there's still a lot that needs to be done, especially at the grassroots level. Because if you had the level of refereeing also at the grassroots level, you're quite some are doing extremely well. Others too are letting them down. So
okay.
But of course, to me 100%.
Okay.
But once the structures and the mechanisms are in place, we'll be able to have continuous improvement.
Okay.
So I say President Keta this catch them young refereeing policy. And I think say a very positive mover. People would actually do refereeing because they genuinely have the love to be referees.
Right.
I thought that Sunday, yeah, I thought that minya kwenya na me ho enye mi ko bob kwanche Bobby. Guy bi ba ho na wo hwe ni zila o di year referee na ko small boy bi o ye ni zila o di year referee ni na ewie na I mean professionally they will all call or make you calls in there na it ewie match na me ankasa me approaching na me so well done. The Chinese kakra na me interrogating the kakra. No, yes, sir. You catch them for the policy. Yeah, it was positive. It was positive.
Okay, enti me dame ho abasisi a me call short break na ye meto so ye wo another short interview so a ye better free or messages kakra but I say ask him for me. Seems like we have all the right people in right places, but except when they come home. Say good evening.
We have the men.
Obama. Okay, my Baba for message in later. Or say when it comes to this, we are always blessed. But why Ghana? I say Ghana, dear God has blessed us with everything, yet we are suffering. See this man here, we are not even making use of them. But Ghana, our security committee, so namen komra.
Debbie, ministry is Ghana.
And now until we have FIFA safety and security officer of FIFA ne car bagana de own.
Debbie.
But say referee so mudi wa ha moko car for mukodi. Enti wo ha say we say ideas akonya ho no de dey.
Me de timi fie.
Enti by any security ni bi ha say
you obi your committee no amanfo adwuma ho. Just that I mean nya akwenya nya adwuma obi.
Ba omo ho no moko CAF ni FIFA.
Nipa baako ana ono nso ye active ewo CAF. Ono de o CAF.
Say we say nka transfers knowledge no bada.
No dey say nya me call.
Nti ukọ bibia ba na ukosua course bia ba wo mfa nko efio.
David. My courses am I there those so I be crowd management European courses nya my heavy.
About crime management.
Yes, crowd management in Adinina, and sponsored by FIFA.
But in FIFA say you have to bring the knowledge home.
There be FIFA. The associations are independent, and the associations choose who they want to work with. But the only thing is that the association cannot tell FIFA who they should work with. They make come out massive.
If FIFA and their own best friend, so when you qualify, so FIFA maoma.
Debbie.
Oh, and then you have to because talk where is your stadium baby, no say you beat na so ano. Now what knowledge and na say we say about their hey, you go my way there. Trabutu kwa. So doctor or your operation will breach or Ghana or hospital.
On your fit for Ghana.
On your fit for Ghana.
See how your face I say. ideas a win to buy. I got for Koya Baha with Tifu ala as you know a England for the year and to the Asha book name. Tifu
I can't was
oh, but so your face and come out in Bediwa. Now her papa in come out in a Bediwa. I was almost
some bab down, Namobebwa. My men are home brasses here now.